We added £20,000 in revenue for our business by implementing retargeting in our marketing strategy. In this video, I'll share how it works and more importantly, how you can implement it in your business to start winning more customers. Now for context, we use paid advertising plus email campaigns to add this £20,000 to our business. There's a particular cycle that most businesses go through, and unless you escape the cycle, you'll always be stuck basically spinning the wheels and stuck not being able to grow the business. And the way the cycle works is most businesses start with struggling to get leads. And at first, they're struggling to get leads, then they finally figure out some way of generating leads, which is normally through a form of paid advertising. And then once they have the leads come through, then the next thing is they struggle to get the leads to convert. And when the leads aren't converting, then they end up thinking, oh, advertising isn't working, so they've completely stopped their advertising. And then because they stopped their advertising, now they're stuck in that system of not having enough leads and therefore not earning enough revenue. And if you've been stuck in that system before, it's happened to me as well. And this is how we actually were able to break out of the system and how we can help our clients break out of the system as well. As we said, most businesses stop advertising because their leads are not converting into sales. And that normally happens at stage 2. But there are 2 things we could do to actually get them out of stage 2 and make sure that the leads are converting into sales. And the 2 things are having a better offer and also using retargeting. Now, there's another video that explains in a bit more detail about how you can actually construct a better offer even if you're charging the same price. But for the purpose of this video, we'll be focusing solely on retargeting and how you can use retargeting to actually convert those leads who are coming through into sales. Now, there's a good chance that you're thinking perhaps the lead quality that you have is just terrible. But what I'd always say to business owners that we work with is that, yeah, there is a chance that maybe your messaging is incorrect and as a result, you're getting the wrong kind of people through. However, the people that are coming through, most often, they've actually shown some sort of interest in what you have to offer. So if you have people who are coming through, but your sales team is struggling to actually get them to close as a lead, it's more so a thing of retargeting and maybe you having a better offer than you actually have the wrong people coming in the first place. But I'll walk you through how to actually use retargeting to make people want to actually take you up on your service and get more sales closed. Now, the way most businesses do advertising is someone sees your ad, they watch it, or if it's an image, they read the ad, then they click the ad, and after they've clicked the ad, they either go straight to filling in a form, or maybe you send them to a landing page and they watch a quick video and then they fill in a form after. And after they filled in that form, your team would call them and then attempt to close them on the call. And that is your whole advertising process completely finished. However, where retargeting comes in is between the time someone has filled in that form and they're actually speaking to your team and then have to make a decision as to using your service, we want to actually retarget them with multiple adverts, flooding them with testimonial adverts, educational adverts, even lead magnet adverts to make it really clear to the person that you actually have the best solution to their problem. And when you can consistently show that person using this method of retargeting that you have the solution to their problem, it makes your sales team's process and it makes your sales team's ability to close them increase drastically because now there's a lot less objections to actually handle. Now, I'll show you a quick example of this as well. So we were working with a client in the legal space and we had 1 or 2 main ads actually generating all of the leads for them. And those ads were working really well. But then we actually had another 10 or so adverts actually used for retargeting. And whilst the main 2 ads, of course, were generating the major amount of leads, as you can see here, 54 leads within a 2-week time period, the retargeting ads, even though they only brought in an extra 12 leads, the main purpose of this wasn't actually to generate more leads. The main purpose was so that people who were already leads would continue to see this person over and over again. So when they came onto sales calls with their potential clients, it made it a lot easier to close them. And as you can see here, the frequency is 6. That means on average, these 548 people would have actually seen that person 6 times. Now, in this particular case, we weren't only targeting leads, we were also targeting people who'd actually clicked on the initial advert because it shows that there's actually interest from their perspective in wanting to actually use the client service. And then we were also targeting people who had watched at least 50% of one of the client's videos within the first initial advert. And that's how we were able to retarget these 548 people, and they were seeing the ads from this client on average 6 times. So the whole aim of this is to make sure that when your sales team actually is talking to someone, or if you're a solo entrepreneur, when you're actually talking to a lead, that lead has actually seen you guys so many times on a regular basis that they'd actually have a lot more trust for your brand. And therefore, when it comes to actually getting them to close, you've already answered the question that they have, handled the objection that they have, and they've built up trust with you because they've seen your company so many times through advertising already. Now, if you want to learn the ins and outs on how to actually set up a retargeting campaign properly, there'll be a video here showing you exactly how we do it and how we did it for this client as well. Alternatively, if you're looking for assistance on how to add at least £20,000 to your business, click the link below in the description, and there's an opportunity for a free marketing consultation with our team if you do meet the criteria.